the stress of the news to the pressures of everyday life, it can be easy to let it all build up into a giant ball of despair. Joining us with her tips to stay hopeful, we welcome back wellness and leadership coach Maegan Megginson. It's so great to see you.
It's really good to be back. Thanks for having me.
We can all relate to this, right? That you've got things in the world at large that you're worried about, and then getting through the day-to-day stuff, it can feel very overwhelming.
Yeah, I think many of us right now are feeling just totally overwhelmed by all of the things happening in the world, especially if you're a sensitive person, if you're empathic or compassionate. You can look around and see all of the suffering, and for many people it is just too much to carry.
But you don't want to look away and ignore, because that's not really the most helpful thing either.
Right. Yeah, so then the question is, how do we meet this moment in the world? How do we honor the fact that we do feel sad, we do feel despair, without letting it collapse us? Because when we collapse into depression or hopelessness, I mean, there's nothing that we can do at that point to make our lives better or to make any sort of meaningful contribution to the world at large.
Sure. So you've got some basic ideas for us to get started in the right direction. So let's talk about the first one being create beauty. Tell me what you mean by that.
So let's talk about beauty. I think we don't talk about beauty often enough in our lives. Beauty is something we can connect to that directly connects us to love. And when we can connect to love, to the power of love, it really acts as a medicine for despair. So creating beauty in your home is a great, simple way that you can combat the energy of depression or despair or hopelessness that you might be feeling. Could be as simple as spending $10 in the flower section at Trader Joe's and making a beautiful arrangement to sit on your dining room table, right? Kind of looking around your space and asking yourself, what can I beautify in this room? Or it could be going into the world and really looking specifically for things that are beautiful, right? Flowers that are blooming, people who are laughing, a beautiful blue sky. It might sound really simple, but the act of paying attention to things that are beautiful and creating things that are beautiful can create tremendous resiliency inside of our bodies and our hearts when we're up against really hard things in life.
It makes sense too that you kind of force yourself to take the time to find those moments, and then you realize, of course, there are things to be worried about and anxious about, but there are these beautiful things happening in our world every single day too.
It's the difference between looking down and looking up, right? And when we feel overwhelmed by despair or sadness, it's really easy to collapse in on ourselves. We turn our gaze downward. And when we turn up again and we are looking for the things that are beautiful or the things that are full of love, it is this dose of medicine that helps us meet the moment with more courage.
That's a really great perspective. Okay, how about this next one? Fortify connections.
Yeah, so again, when we're talking about that collapse that happens when we feel overwhelmed by sadness, when we collapse, it's a really natural consequence that we also isolate, right? We start feeling really separate from our families, from our friendships, from our communities, from the natural world. So when you feel yourself going into that place of despair, it can be really helpful, again, to open yourself back up and to look around your life and to say, where can I create connections? Where can I really make a point to go out with friends, even if I don't feel like it? Where can I connect with myself? Right? How can I really meet myself and make sure I'm tending to all of my personal needs? And one of my personal favorites is actually looking for ways to connect with nature, because nature can be such a wonderful companion in times of despair and hopelessness. So going outside, looking at the flowers, putting your bare feet on the soil, touching a tree, these are things that can make a huge difference in our mental and emotional health when we're feeling really crummy.
There is something to that saying, touch grass, that all the youths are using right now.
Oh my gosh, I hadn't heard that, but I think they've got that one right.
What it means. Well, it makes sense too sometimes if you reach out to a friend, even if you just share, hey, this is something that's really heavy on my heart right now. Can I talk with you about it? They might share that feeling, and then that can be a weight lifted off you as well.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, the common humanity, realizing that we're all kind of going through a dark time together, that's wonderful. And then when we're with the people that we love and we can collectively turn our attention to things that are beautiful, joyful, fun, we can infuse the moment with some levity, right, and some joy, which again are wonderful medicines to meet moments of deep despair.
Yeah, that's so great. Okay, how about this one? Choosing a single issue to offer advocacy. I think that's a great way to focus your efforts.
For so many people right now, the weight of the world is just too much to carry. And a lot of people feel this energy in their bodies. I want to do something to make things better. But when you look around and everyone is suffering, you just don't know where to begin, right? When so many things you care about aren't going the way you want them to go or need them to go, you just kind of look around and you get frazzled because you don't know where to begin. And that can lead, again, to that collapse that we're talking about, that sense of like, I'm just gonna go inward because I don't know what to do. So the best thing I can offer in these moments is just to choose one thing. Right? Which can be really hard when so many things are happening that you really care about deeply. But I'm just one body, right? I only have so much capacity. So if we all just choose one thing, one cause or organization that we really care about and want to contribute to, and then contribute to that one thing, we can trust that we're going to do what needs to be done if we're all contributing in one really specific way. And then we can turn the volume down on all of the other things that are happening that are weighing heavily on us.
Because sometimes you get that feeling of, I'm just one person, I can't make this big, grand change in the world, but you are one person who's a part of your community.
That's right.
And if you really do lock in and do what you can for a specific issue, you can make a big difference.
It's huge, and doing one thing with intention and focus is a whole lot better than doing nothing at all because you feel overwhelmed by that grief and despair about the state of things. So let's do as much as we can.
And talk about finding beauty. Once you get connected to one of these, we have so many amazing local organizations with people doing great work, and then you feel hopeful.
Right, and then the goodness builds on itself, right? So if sadness begets more sadness, joy begets more joy, and plugging into organizations and communities that have aligned values is a really wonderful way to feel a little bit less alone.
Great way to meet new people and make friends too, who share your same visions and values.
And what adult doesn't need another friend?
There you go.
Yeah.
Why not? Thank you so much. Always great to see you.
Thanks.
Inspiring conversation. Okay, we will have more information on our website at katu.com. We'll be right back with more Afternoon Live right after this.